In our second-part investigative series, Fiji's infrastructure landscape is set for a major overhaul with the re-establishment of the Public Works Department, but questions arises about the future of the Fiji Roads Authority. The Prime Minister has suggested that FRA may no longer be necessary, with PWD reclaiming its role in managing the country's roads. Eva Danford with this investigative report.
Minister for Public Works Filipe Tuisawau says discussions are still ongoing about how the Fiji Roads Authority and Public Works Department will coexist, with the current plan being for FRA to handle national roads while PWD focuses on rural infrastructure.
We are all frustrated, myself included as the minister, in terms of the rate of implementation. So some of that stems from the historical issues. For example, how FRA was managed up to the time we came in, and financing, and also in terms of the monitoring of contracts, and also the standards. So these are things we are working through, and something which I need to get on top of it. And for example, maritime infrastructure, again, that's an area which we are lagging and which we need to improve on it.
Prime Minister Sithiweni Rabuka also questioned why FRA is still around.
I don't know why FRA should be there. It should be back to Public Works Department, and Public Works Department can have contractors working for the roads.
So you do not believe FRA should be...
I do not believe FRA should be around for any longer.
This was what Filipe had to say when asked on his take on the Prime Minister's comments on why FRA is still in existence.
I have not been privy to that comment, but that's something we're looking into as we move forward in terms of the how each organization is placed. And we will probably looking at FRA to be managing national roads, and PWD in terms of the rural roads. That's the general discussion we've been having.
Prime Minister has also made it clear that the revival of PWD is a priority for government. He criticized FRA for the delays and contractors failing to complete work on time, proposing that unfinished work to be handed back to the government-run PWD.
The re-establishment of PWD was part of the People's Alliance manifesto, and every minister who we have appointed should push that to the end. They should clean up and make sure that we get Public Works Department back. Any unfinished work by private contractors should be finished. Rule off, send the private contractors out, keep the machinery in the establishment where they can be used by the Public Works Department. A lot of the workers who work for those contractors can be absorbed into the Public Works Department. So the workforce stays, the number of people working stays, the number of engines and plants and then stay, but they belong to a different entity, and that is the government that owns Public Works Department.
The Prime Minister reiterated that while PWD will take over much of the infrastructure work, smaller private companies may still be contracted when needed, similar to how it operated in the past. However, Rabuka emphasized that the PWD will have the primary responsibility of Fiji's roads. As the government moves forward with the revival of PWD, questions remain about the fate of FRA and how the country's infrastructure will be managed moving forward. Public scrutiny will be high as both entities work to deliver better services and faster project completion. Eva Danford, Fiji One News.